All right, everybody. Yeah, 5 to go. I don't care. I'm not watching. I mean, I'm watching the race, but if you want to go watch the rest of the race, fine by me. I got stuff to do. I can't just be sitting around watching racing all day. Jackson Storm fan. Probably already booked on customized hours. I was gonna make my file, but I thought. Listen, I cannot tell you that I can make any customs at the moment. You are correct. I am very booked. I don't. I painted 50 cars today for Cody. I have like 40 more 164s over there to make for my friend Robert and Dylan. I have this car that I need to finish. I have two more robots cars I need to finish for the Kyle Busch. I have 2 Cletus McFarlane trucks that I'm working on. I have 4 Diagostini videos that I need to finish. What else am I forgetting? I have to work on another car for Robert that he sent me the file that I haven't even started yet. And I have to do an Alex LeBay car for somebody. So I have plenty of things to do right now. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell you no. I am kind of swimming in projects at the moment. Swift. Where do you get your diecast models? So these are actually, most of them are either action or Lionel racing cars. Let me do this really quick. That I will take apart, strip down, repaint, clear coat, decal, and make into new cars. So, no problem. It's all good. I can understand that. But yeah, I have so many things to do. You made a custom of his truck yesterday. Well, yeah, I have decals to make customs of his truck as well. So, but yeah, normally the cars that I work on are just either action, motorsports authentics, Lionel racing, kind of all one and the same. But I just buy them, strip them down. I hope I'm not upsetting anyone in any way. I mean, I don't know why you would think that you would upsetting anybody. It's perfectly fine to ask. I mean, the worst that I could say is no, you're not upsetting anyone. And if you're if you're simply here to ask for a custom car and then leave, I mean, it's your prerogative. So it's fine by me. Ranthony, I am doing well. Hopefully you are also. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that you hopped on and are going to hang out with us today. I'm not prepared at all. You know, you guys know how I am around here. Hardly ever prepared. So, yeah, we're catching up. Roddy made Ryan Sieg's 2026 Sci-Aps car. Very nice, very nice. I made that a few months ago for Robert. So, yeah, it's a nice car, nice paint scheme. It's a little different than what we're working on today, 2025, but yeah, we got a battle for the lead. Yeah, I have it right here. So, nobody wants to see another Reddick victory. At the same time, like, I don't really care much for Corey Heim, but I'd rather see Corey Heim than Tyler Reddick. Today is my last stream. Today is my last stream until July 5th. We get back on the 4th, and then I'll be live again on July 5th. So, yes, today is the last one until then, and hopefully it's going to be a good one. I'm going to have my normal Friday videos out. We're going to schedule those out for the next 2 weeks. But, yeah, wasn't much of a battle. Corey Heim just took it to him and took it away from him. The only way they can beat SVG on road courses is if they take him out. So Sucks for SVG that he got Austin Hilled. But yes, Corey Heim to the lead. I also have the World Cup on this phone. So, in my opinion, the more important thing going on is the World Cup. I know it's not a popular opinion on my NASCAR racing channel, but it is my channel, so I can have whatever opinion I want. But hopefully you guys are doing well. It was a solid weekend for me. Hopefully it was for you guys also. Hopefully you had a good Father's Day. Spent some good time with your dads. We spent some multitasking. I got Mr. Diecast. I have the race. I have the World Cup. And then I have the stream. And then we're doing this. So yes, we are absolutely multitasking. But yeah, I guess if I... Oh, and I don't have anything pulled up, by the way. I'll get to that in a little bit. I don't really plan on going too long tonight. So we are... The plan is to still leave Tuesday for vacation. And I'm not really ready. So I have a lot to get ready before then. Kenny Rower, we glad you're covering the World Cup. Reddick in the wall. Oh, I missed that. I looked away. Yes, I'm so excited about the World Cup. I am. Oh yeah, he's a lot in the wall. I see that now. Maybe my stream's behind your guys' stream, because it is just from my phone. You guys might be watching on TV or something, but yeah, I'm super excited about the World Cup. Oh, they got a replay here. Let's see. Did he blow a tire? Looks like he blew a tire or something. Oh, yeah, he blew a tire. Oh, my gosh, with 2 to go. Can that bring out the yellow? Happy Father's Day. Someone I know. Don't know who. Yeah, for sure. Someone you may or may not know. Yeah, the only way they can beat SVG on a road course is if they take him out, crash him. I felt bad because I like SVG. Well, hopefully, honestly, at this point, hopefully Corey Heim just wins it, goes green to the end, and he can win it, because that'd be fine with me. Okay. All right, so we're almost ready here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Thank you again for joining. It's kind of a... I don't know. I was a little ready, and then I'm not ready at all, so... All right, now we're ready. I spent all day Saturday morning, like, cutting these decals out so we could be prepared. So we are prepared. Okay. All right. We got all that ready. Okay. How are you guys doing? White flag's in the air, final lap. Corey Heim has like a 10-second lead over Bubble. Allmendinger in third. Cool. All right. Anyway. Cape Verde drew with Uruguay, so that was kind of an unexpected result. I see, let's see, 75% of you guys said the Cup Series is the best racing of the weekend. I'll be honest, I barely watched any racing this weekend. Like I said. World Cup. Happy Sunday, Steph. Welcome in. Glad to see you here. Hanging out on a Sunday evening while we get some decals done. Looks like Corey Heim's going to get his first career victory, probably. Maybe. Something about the Toyotas, man. I've been saying it for a long time. Something about the Toyotas. But yeah. I saw them wreck SVG. Austin Hillbilly got him. Sad SVG noises. I was hoping he was going to win. But the stars were not written for Shane Van Gisbergen today. It appears as though the stars have been written for one Corey Heim. Good for him. 10-second lead. Is that going to do it? 13th career start. Well, good for him. What a nice day. What time is it? It's Heim time. P. Monza is saying that it is Heim time, and I believe that is correct. Again, I don't really care much for Corey Heim. Don't really have a positive or negative opinion about him. But, yeah, I guess we'll call it apathetic. It's just another Toyota victory. It is Heim time in Coronado, whatever it's called, military base. Good for him. 23-11, another Toyota victory. Yay. All right, so now that that's over, how are you guys doing on this evening of a Sunday? We're working on Ryan Sieg's Watkins Glen car. Yep, I know you guys are probably tired of seeing this car. I'm semi-tired of working on it myself. So the next time you stream will be on July 3rd. No, July 5th. Hold on, let me look. Oh, my other laptop's in the screen. We don't want to see that. You guys don't need to see my other laptop. We're trying to run a professional stream here. We want this to be all clean for you. So what is going on over here? Okay. No, my next stream will be July 5th. So I'm going to miss the 25th, I'm going to miss the 28th, and I'm going to miss the 2nd. And I will be back July 5th. Piedmont, I'm back. My former username was Daniel Reed, but I started my YouTube channel today. Well, congrats on starting your YouTube channel. Hopefully it goes well for you and you enjoy it. And I'm glad to have you back. I hope you do well with it. And yeah, it's a solid day. It was Father's Day today. We got to hang out with my dad. And my grandpa was there too. And we built the Black Pearl Lego set. We bought my dad that for Father's Day. And that thing it's cool. It was a great purchase. It was a little expensive, but it was fun. We put it together with my sister and my dad and me and they loved it. They thought it was really cool. Yeah, nobody wanted to see Reddick win. I'm fine with the Corey Heim victory. Let's see. Okay, open box NASCAR cards yesterday. I'm going to post the video tomorrow. I would tell you some of the cards, but got no spoilers. Okay, that's fine with me. You could do whatever you want. You could tell me. You could not tell me. Perfectly fine with me. Yeah, no problem. P. Monza, no problem. So yeah, we're just going to work on this for a little bit. Probably not too long. Like I said, we got to pack up for the trip. I can't believe it's here already. The U.S. is playing Turkey, and it pretty much means nothing. Turkey's eliminated, and the U.S. is already through and won the group. So, yeah. Hopefully, it's going to be a good match, but I'm kind of envisioning nothing crazy happening. But the U.S. also wants to win all 3 of their games in the group for the first time in World Cup history for them. So, I think it should be pretty good, despite not really meaning anything. Hi, is Heim time and Lane Van Rigsbergen come? Yes, Martin, welcome in. Corey Heim gets the dub today. Lane Riggs gets the dub on Friday, and Austin Hill gets the win on Saturday. The only way that they can derail SVG's chances of winning is by taking him out. Braden, good to see you. It's Heim time. I'm going to post 1 video a day for 5 straight days starting tomorrow. Nice. See, and that's like, I have a feeling that's the thing about YouTube is you have to be consistent with it too. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're posting, just be consistent with it. Like mine is every Friday. I do not have I definitely don't have the time to edit and post and record videos every single day, although I probably could. I have enough content to do that, but I don't have the time. So, yeah, I guess, and again, I am not a YouTuber. I am just a guy that is kind of making videos and stuff and doing this day by day. But the thing I've learned is consistency is key. So you want to be consistent with your uploads, and maybe the algorithm will pick you up. So other than that, I don't really have any tips that I have learned, because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a guy making videos. So yes, glad to see you guys in. It seems like we have some people hopping in after the race. I'll be honest with you, I'm always honest with you, didn't really watch most of the race because the World Cup was on, and that's just kind of been the theme for the past couple weeks and will continue to be the theme until the World Cup is over. Pre-ordering Coreyheim, San Diego, since they not have Coreyheim truck. Nice. All right, yeah, get them orders in. Pre-order them up if you're a Coreyheim fan. Again, I am not, but I will never tell you to not order something that you like. If you like whatever it is, place that pre-order. So I got Dad a big portrait of him and our cats. Nice. I know you guys are like your cats. That's funny. A big portrait of your cats. Excellent. Excellent. Hopefully he had a good Father's Day. I'm assuming he'll probably jump on at some point. But yeah. So how are you guys? Did everybody have a good day today? I'm leaving Tuesday, so this will be the last stream for a couple days, for a couple weeks. I'll have videos out for you guys in the meantime. I'll still here, but I'm gonna enjoy some. Yeah, go have some dinner. Actually, we kind of had a brunch today at my parents' house, and then we didn't really have like a full dinner. We just had some, I don't want to call them snacks, but we had some small vegetables and stuff. So I think I need to go eat something after the stream. I know it's not, I know it's going to be the last stream for 2 weeks, but I don't plan on going that long today, only about an hour and a half. So at about 9:30, I think I'm going to call it, because I have to get ready for this week. Fly out on Tuesday, US match on Thursday. I am very much looking forward to it. I've never been to a World Cup match. This will be the first time. The last time the World Cup was here, I was not alive in 1994. So I'm very excited for this trip, to see our Stars and Stripes, our boys, play in the biggest tournament in the world, as we are hosts. So, I'm excited. We're getting closer day by day. I'm getting more excited every single day. So, yeah. We could talk about all the racing as far as this weekend goes. Like I said, though, I didn't really watch really any of it that in depth. I watched a little bit of the Cup race. You guys kind of see that right here. I was watching it. As far as the O'Reilly race went, I watched a little bit of it, but again, my attention was taken by the World Cup. So there is another World Cup match on tonight, and I will be watching that. It's Egypt and who? Egypt and who? I don't remember. But the big one tomorrow, Argentina plays Austria. I'm very much looking forward to that as well. Messi. If you guys don't know who Messi is, best player to ever play the game, and we get to watch him. He's kind of past his prime. He is older now. Every athlete does slow down, but the dude did score a hat trick in the first match. He is still pretty good. He's a very solid player. He's the best that there ever was. Maybe the best that there ever will be. But I don't think we're going to be able to get to see him play, unfortunately. He does play in the MLS, though. So I could just go down to Miami and watch him play. But yes, Coreyheim with the victory today. If you guys want to talk about the races, I can offer a little bit of insight, but not a ton. I saw the huge wreck yesterday. Kind of a similar wreck today. Surprisingly, the truck race, I think, was the cleanest race of the weekend. I could be wrong, but I didn't really see much from the truck race. Is Corey Haim full-time this year? No, he's not full-time this year, right? I don't think Corey Haim's full-time. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. My unofficial list, Alperator, Lane Riggs, San Diego Truck, Corey Haim, San Diego Cup win. Yeah, the end of the O'Reilly race was kind of disappointing. Taylor Gray just shipped Carson Quaffle, right? I think it was the one car, Carson Quaffle. And then Austin Hill kind of moved Taylor Gray out of the way. So it's like one of the only times I was ever an Austin Hill fan when I saw that happen. But what would you guys think? What was your assessment of the races this weekend? Did you like the races on the Navy base? Did you think it was fun? Did you enjoy it? What was your guys' assessment of this weekend's activities on track? I thought it seemed pretty good. From what I saw, it seemed solid. How's the stream, by the way? I might have to go figure out our internet because it looks like we're a little bit better, but we've still dropped a lot of frames today. Austin Hill, just Matt Kenseth, Shane Van Gisbergen. I saw that. Oh, Egypt and New Zealand. Ooh, New Zealand looked pretty good. They have Chris Wood. He plays for Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. The post race just started, but I missed Prime already. So is this the last Prime stream, Braden? Good on your end? Awesome. Was this the final Prime stream of the season? What does it go to next? TNT? I think it goes to TNT, right? How did I mess that up? I still didn't fix that. So, these Exit Mold New Yorks, the logo is supposed to go on the left side of the text on the driver's side of the car. And apparently I didn't fix that when I fixed this decal sheet. TNT for 5 races, NBC for the final 14. Okay. What happened to Byron? I saw he was like 7 laps down or something. What happened to the 24? Oh yeah, those are those two, and those are those two. Did he just run out of talent again? What the heck? We're just gonna cut these individually anyway. All right. Did you guys like the Friday video of the Charlotte trip? It was a pretty fun video to make. I enjoyed making it. You know what's crazy? And I don't like... He got in the wall later on. Hit the wall and finished 7 laps down. Oh, he hit the wall. Okay. You know what's crazy about... What am I trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say. What's crazy about like this whole YouTube thing, Kevin Magnussen with the fastest lap. I just saw that. I thought that was cool. You know you did. The crazy thing about this whole YouTube stuff is that like the subscriber count absolutely went crazy, and we got so many new subscribers from that how-to video. And then you know, like the Friday videos and stuff, they still just do like normal numbers. It's just kind of funny. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm not trying to like turn this into a job and like make bajillions of dollars doing this. But it's just funny to me that even though we have a ton more subscribers, the Friday videos still get like 100 views maybe, which is just kind of funny to me. It's not that big of a deal, but it's funny. Trackhouse is something else on road course, let me tell you. Well, yeah, I mean, look at who they have driving. I mean, SVG's, you know, arguably one of the best that there ever is or was on a road course. And then you also have Ross, who's won on a road course and runs pretty solid. And then Connor Zilich, he's just a really, really good driver all around. And so, yeah, it's not surprising to see him do well on the road courses either. I just wish that Austin Hill didn't take out 2 of them. I really don't like Austin Hill. I never have. I don't know if my mind could be changed. I don't think it could be. As far as Austin Hill goes. I hope NASCAR summer returns. Yeah, from what I saw, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. I thought it looked like a positive. Did you guys like it? It looks like it's overwhelming in the poll that you guys enjoyed it, which doesn't entirely surprise me because I thought it was pretty solid from what I saw. But yeah, it doesn't entirely surprise me that you guys overwhelmingly voted for that as the best race of the weekend. I'm surprised that nobody said O'Reilly though. It's kind of opposite of what normally happens. O'Reilly is, in my opinion, typically the best race of any given weekend. This weekend apparently was not the case. So, yeah, I hope they can go back. It seemed like it was overwhelmingly positive as well from the fans and from the people there. The racing looked decent. The scenery, the atmosphere was really cool. All of the U.S. military stuff going on. I'm all about that. Anytime that they can prop up the military and put on a good show. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, we'll keep it. Hey, Matt. 2 of my friends' birthdays are tomorrow. Well, tell them Mr. Diecast Driven said happy birthday. Probably doesn't mean anything to them, but hopefully they have a good birthday. Wow, 23-11. First, second, 8th, 25th. That's the first win for the number 67 in NASCAR history. Let the memes roll, man. Let the memes roll. Everybody's going to be memeing the heck out of them with this number, which I don't understand. Maybe I'm too old to understand, but at least back in my day, memes had some grounding and stuff. But anyway, the first win for the number 67 in NASCAR history. That is interesting. I'm surprised. How many numbers have not won? It can't be a lot. It can't be too many that haven't won. Alright, so we got exit mold. Yep. Just like that. Maybe a little less on the rotate. Yeah, 65. 65 also hasn't won? Or there are 65 numbers? Nah, there's no way. Definitely more than 65 numbers have won. I'm ready to be done making these cars as well. Well, this one in particular because I've already made it a couple times. But yeah, we'll probably only go for an hour and a half today. We'll be done in about an hour from now. We'll get into all the racing action here shortly. We'll cover that. Gotta make sure my reference pictures are all good. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be gone after this weekend, so we'll pick things back up in a few weeks. We'll come back and hang out, hopefully. 20% battery. Close that. Was SVG upset about the Austin Hill wreck? What even happened there? I saw that Austin Hill just basically like ran Connor Zilic into the wall and took out everybody. What really happened there? Did they say? Because again, I didn't watch the broadcast with audio. Friendly reminder of the property. Yes, thank you, Rick Allen, for the friendly reminder about Prosper, Texas's population. There's no way they have the results posted that fast. SVG's post-race interview was like 5 seconds long. I can't imagine he was too happy. Again, like, I'm pretty sure if nothing happens to them, if they don't have any issues, he probably wins by like 20 seconds. From what I saw during the race, he was just kind of on a little bit of an alternate strategy. And it was going to end up playing out for him if everything went according to plan. And I don't know what that restart was or what that caution was or whatever, but honestly, all right, here, Brad Keselowski, 34th, Ryan Preece 11th, Chris Buescher 6th. How many years do you think Brad Keselowski has left racing? I don't think bro has it anymore. Because his other team cars are running decently well. I don't know how many years he has left. I've said it before, I don't really like Brad, I never have, but I mean, you kind of hate to see the dude just like run irrelevant. That's a lot of sailors. Shout out to the U.S. men and women, armed forces. When you guys aren't rolling through the chat, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Let me pull up the results. All right. Oh no, I have to sneeze. 12 votes in the chat. 83% of you said that Cup race was the best race of the weekend. That doesn't really surprise me. Nice weather we're having. Well, you know, it's a little hot for me, but yeah, it's solid weather. Egypt plays New Zealand here, coming up in about 20 minutes. All right, so we have the truck race, the O'Reilly race. We don't really have the Cup race stuff. They didn't post it yet. Truck race was pretty good. It looked decent to me. Dude, did you watch that finish? I did. Christopher Bell, good to see. I did also see that Christopher Bell, he did get relieved by Brent Cruz. Corey Heim is my third favorite driver, and he won. Well, congratulations to your third favorite driver on the victory. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. They still haven't posted the Indy. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. All right, so we'll get into it. We'll start with the truck race because that was first. Capture. Okay. So, was it him? Was it Brent Cruz's fault that the car blew up, or was it the car that blew up and that was happened, or what was that was what happened? We gotta. Maybe we'll just zoom in. There we go. One more. My birthday is next Friday. Well, Matt, happy birthday. Or happy early birthday. I will not be around to tell you because, again, we'll be gone. But hopefully you have a good birthday. All right. That should... There we go. Okay. Oh, AJ Allmendinger joins the show. Nice. I always liked AJ. Okay. So here is Friday's truck race. I got this one right. I did say I think Lane Riggs would probably win. He does end up winning. He does lead 21 laps. Brent moved the lever forward on a downshift. You can't do that. Well, not in the, what was he going? On an H pattern, be first, second, third, fourth. So he was probably going from fourth to third on a fourth to third in the other car and accidentally went from, yeah. I gotcha. Parker was upset with Adam Andretti. All right, what happened there? I don't really remember much from this race. But I do know Lane Riggs won. Who else led laps? Chandler Smith led laps. Is that it? Oh, Caden Honeycutt. Jimmy Johnson led too. Yeah, it was interesting to see Jimmy actually being competitive somewhat. I did say on Thursday's stream that, you know, he should have just retired when he did and not raced anymore. But he did have a solid run in the trucks. So props to Johnson for putting up a decent fight in the Truck Series race. I got an AJ card yesterday with his fire suit in it. That's all I'm telling you. Nice. Again, I like AJ Allmendinger. I don't think I've ever had a problem with AJ. I like his demeanor. And he's just a solid all-around driver. But yeah, I was saying that Jimmy Johnson should have just hung it up and retired when he retired and not raced anymore. And he did have a good showing in the truck race. So props to him for doing that. As far as anybody else goes, anyone else interesting in the top 10? Not really. Landon Lewis in the 45 gets a top 10. That's a good run for those guys in the Nice truck. Kaz Gralla in the 62. Same thing with those guys with the Friesen mobile. Who doesn't like AJ? Yeah, that's pretty fair. I think AJ's an overall likable driver, likable personality in the sport. Again, I don't have any insight as far as in the sport personally, but Adam was putting Parker in the wall multiple times. Parker bumped Adam as retaliation at the moment. Was never caught. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that, but whoa, look at our boy Frankie Muniz getting a top 20. I mean, Parker did end up finishing 18th, which is solid. But color me shocked, Martin, that Fox didn't capture something that happened on the racetrack Wow. Let me show you my surprised face. Oh, Fox. Again, I will say this because I have to call balls and strikes. I have to be truthful when truthful is necessary. And Fox's coverage of the World Cup has been fantastic. It has been top tier. I have like no complaints about it. And so I don't know if NASCAR is just so irrelevant in their minds that they won't even put the B team out there. They'll put like the F team on the NASCAR coverage. But again, their coverage of the World Cup has been fantastic. I really don't have much negative to say. So what do you think of the basic backup cars? I liked it because they're basic and you don't see basic cars anymore. Yes, so that's a good point. A lot of crashes, a lot of destroyed race cars in practice, and they're not allowed to rewrap the cars fully, I don't think, or they don't have time to rewrap them. So yes, having a relatively basic graphic package, almost pretty much next to no graphics package on the cars, is kind of cool. I like it because it's unique. You don't really see that anymore, to your point, Monza. And yes, I find it very fascinating. I find it very interesting. I do like it. Sometimes I wish there were more basic paint schemes out there, simple paint schemes, but liveries, paint schemes, we had that whole discussion on Thursday. But yeah, I'm a fan of simplicity sometimes. Sometimes crazy designs are cool, but I do like some of the basic, simple designs that are eye-catching, that you can clearly see. Okay, so it was unfortunate that Jamie McMurray had an issue. He hit the wall pretty hard. Ended his day. Corey LaJoy also same thing, and then yeah, some other crashes. Oops. Mr. Diecast, what's your opinions on tattoos? Might be unpopular opinion. I don't like tattoos. I would never get one. I don't. I mean, if you want to get a tattoo, that's fine by me. I don't really care what you guys do, but yeah, I would never get one, and to be honest, I don't really see the point of them, but people like them, so that's fine. Also to follow, so I don't know, maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't care enough to do something like that, and I don't find them that interesting, to be honest. But again, I'm never not honest. Oh, you wouldn't like my left arm. I mean, that's fine. It's your arm. It's not my arm. Were you asking because of the paint on my hand? Because I was painting cars today? Is that why? No, I didn't get a tattoo on my hand. It was just paint. The paint can was being irritating. Follow up on what I said a few live streams ago. You, in fact, have the same watch as my dad. Nice. Well, we'll go full screen for the watch. It was a gift. It was a present for my birthday. So, yes, a Citizen Eco Drive something. So, it's a solid watch. I like it. Tells time. And, yeah. All right. Back to this. We are... Anything else? Race shortened to 53 laps due to overtime? I was asking because I want to get another one. Well, I mean, you could do whatever you want within reason. Just wanted to know what you're saying. Well, don't let my opinion sway you one way or the other. But that's just my opinion. Dang, a lot of cars to the back. Backup track. Nothing really else to talk about. Lane Riggs extends his lead over Caden Honeycutt in the points. That's not really surprising. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anything else you guys want to talk about as far as the truck race goes? Any other truck race information you guys want to cover? If not, we will move on to Saturday. But speak now, or we will move on to Saturday. Dad wasn't a fan of the first one. Yeah, I mean, here's again, maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think nowadays tattoos are so common, they're not as cool as people think they are, which may or may not make you upset. I don't know. But that's just, again, my opinion, my diecast driven personal opinion. It's like that line in The Incredibles, if everybody's super, then nobody is. Like, if everybody has tattoos, then it's not as interesting. It's not as cool because everybody has them. That's just my opinion. So it's honestly somewhat refreshing to see people without tattoos. But again, all my opinions. My opinions are all my own. I also made my first custom diecast. Actually looks good. Ty Gibbs' first career win from Bristol. It took a while to make and do the custom race damage. Nice. Did you get the decals from Print It? Because I know they posted some like a couple days or weeks or something after the race, because Lionel wasn't able to make it. And I understand, because it's a monster paint scheme. So Saturday's race, we had a couple different cars dominate it. Austin Hill, Taylor Gray, Carson Quaffle all spent time up front, and someone else did too. Oh yeah, Brent Cruz. So it was kind of nice to see different cars up front from what I saw. Yes, you did. How do you like their decals, Monza? Because that's what I use, and I think they're good. I typically don't have any problems with their decals. They always are crisp. They look nice. Any issues are typically stuff that I mess up with my editing. So, yeah, most of the times I make decals or buy decals from them, they're always top notch. I got one that resonates in my personality. Obviously, I like shut off, but that's not the whole reason. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, and again, listen. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt. Like, you can do whatever you want. You asked for my opinion, so I'm just telling you my opinion. And that's just what I think. So, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Now here's the thing though. I don't go around saying negative things about tattoos. Like, that doesn't matter to me. Because again, you can do whatever you want. But if someone asks me, then I'll be like, yeah, they're not really for me. Okay, shout out to Parker Retzlaff. Yes, Rowdy, good point. So our Viking Motorsports boys were running really well. Parker Retzlaff was up front. He was leading laps. Also, Anthony Alfredo was up there too. I thought I was going to have to make another top 5 car for Robert. But the Viking Motorsports guys were running well up front. And then that Sam Mayer decided to have a pretty expensive mistake, we'll say that. And took out a number of cars in that wreck. How many cars got taken out in that wreck? Or how many were involved? Look at that. Look at the number of cars involved. And they had to red flag the race for 45 minutes to fix the wall and clean up the track. That was one of the craziest wrecks I've ever seen. Insanely hard hits for those guys. Glad that they're mostly okay. They're pretty good decals. They were better than the last decals I used, and they made a huge difference. Yes, so to your point, Monza, when you have bad decals or decals that aren't really good quality to work with, it makes the whole process incredibly frustrating. So as far as like printed decals goes, honestly, they're probably my favorite. Them and Power Slide make really, really good decals. I'm trying to think which ones I like better. I would have to say, I don't know. Power Slide's really, really good. Really, really crisp. But printed decals, they lay down on the cars very nicely, and the decals are really soft, and you can move them nicely. And they do have solid color as well. Yes, Martin, to your point, a fan did climb over the fence. A very stupid move. We did get arrested. That was fun. A fan climbed over the fence. And, oh, that needs to go down a lot. Okay. So this needs to go down a ton. A fan did climb over the fence. You are correct. Fist bump Sheldon Creed, got arrested. Yep, and Corey Day hit that manhole through his grill. Yes, I also saw that. Crazy, crazy track. Sam Mayer started playing rock, paper, scissors with his in-car camera when they switched to it during the first red flag. No, I did not see that. Well, maybe he should have been focused on driving instead of playing rock, paper, scissors, because he caused the big one. Yeah. No, I did not see that. Rowdy. Whoops. But yeah, I was very disappointed with the Viking Motorsports, or at least with Anthony Alfredo, because I think he had a good car. I think he had not a winning car necessarily, but a car that could run up front. Parker Retzlaff might have had a winning car before getting caught up in some of that stuff. So Parker Retzlaff might have had a winning car. So we're gonna have to cut this decal. But also, so Austin Hill wins, and I'm not a fan of Austin Hill by any means. However, after seeing what Taylor Gray did to Carson Quaffle, I was ready for Austin Hill to get him back. And that was like the one time I wanted to see Austin Hill win a race. No. Oh, tragic. I lost to him. He threw rock and I threw scissors. That's funny. Yeah, he threw his car into the wall later, which was unfortunate for everybody else. I mean, him included, but man, what a wreck. That was one of the crazier wrecks I've ever seen. But a solid day for a lot of different drivers, kind of aided by that massive wreck. Sorry, I gotta focus on this because it's being a little bit annoying. Yeah, so here, I'll flip back to the main screen real quick. This piece here, the red color goes down into the splitter. So it needs to be kind of low on the car. So that's why I'm working on it really closely. But anyway, I got to climb into my church bell tower today and was thrilling to be outside and seeing my town from inside. Oh, that's cool, Matt. So fun fact about we have a bell tower at the church too, but it hasn't been like they haven't done anything with it in years and years and years, and so they actually took the bell down and put it out front of the church. And a couple years ago, was it last year? Maybe it was like two years ago or something. They made a very nice stand for it with a sign and everything, to like a digital sign to like come into the new age of digital signs, whatever, LED signs. And some lady like completely smoked, like got off the road, hit it, and just destroyed her car, hit the thing. It was apparently pretty crazy. So now the bell is next to the church. They actually had to like find a company that repairs church bells or something. It was a wild thing. But I've never actually been up in the tower. They kind of like closed it off, put siding around it and everything. So maybe one day it'd be cool to have it back open again. At least Samuel Mayonnaise is okay. Yeah, it was a hard hit. It was a hard hit for the 96 too. Or also. So hopefully he's okay as well. All right, so I'm not really watching this post race, so we can turn that off. We'll take this World Cup match and put it front and center. Front and center. Who do you guys have? Do you have Egypt or New Zealand? I'm thinking I want New Zealand. That's who I want because Chris Wood plays for them. But the same thing for this side as well. As far as this little spike goes. I found a picture from when they finished the current building back in 1909. Our church was founded in 1740. That's crazy, Matt. I don't think ours is that old, but give me New Zealand. Matt wants New Zealand. Monza wants New Zealand. I want New Zealand. So we're going to see how it plays out. Yeah, I like their striker, Chris Wood. And I also don't like Mo Salah. I don't like him partially because he plays for Liverpool, but yeah. I don't care much for him. I guess mainly because he plays for Liverpool. I don't like Liverpool. But yeah, that should be good. New Zealand had one of the best team goals so far. It was a very well-worked team goal. Your church building turned 100 this year. That's crazy. I think ours is over 100 as well, but I'm not 100% sure. New Zealand for SVG. Oh, that's a good point. What type of church you go to? We go to a Methodist church, Protestant. But when I was in college, we went to a non-denominational Protestant church. So, yeah, it's very different seeing the different types of churches these days. One of our members is a great-grandmother who turned 86 yesterday. Nice. Yeah, ours, we have a lot of old people. We have a lot of old people in ours as well. I don't know if there's anybody. Yeah, there's got to be people. Yeah, the one guy's like in his 90s. So yeah, it's a pretty small country church. We have about 60 people that go on any given Sunday, 50 to 60 people. So it's not that big. But it's good. It's not always about quantity, but rather quality. Presbyterian church. Yeah, so Protestant. So most of the same. Most of the same. Christian values, Christian beliefs, systems. So we would more than likely agree on the majors and disagree on some of the minors, which honestly at this point I don't really know what there is to disagree about. There's a lot of evidence. I really like apologetics. I don't know if you guys are into apologetics, but I really like all that sort of stuff. The reasoning behind why we believe what we believe and the evidence and the proof and all of that. I really like that because it's pretty hard to deny most of it. I mean, I guess you can just turn a blind eye, but it's a lot of overwhelming evidence to support why we believe what we do. There's a barn that got turned into a restaurant in our town. Before it was a house on a farm. Only living person that. So it was a barn that got turned into a restaurant, and before it was a house, and before it was a house. So it was a house that got turned into a barn that is now a restaurant. That's a crazy, like, that's crazy. My pastor said church is about 200 members, but usually get like 50, 60 people. Yeah, I don't really know how, like, ours is kind of similar. Like, there's only about 50 to 60 people that go on a given week, but sometimes it fluctuates. And of course, you always get the creasters, is what we call them, the Christmas and Easter goers. The people who will go 2 times a year, which, you know, I guess at least they're going to go twice a year. But, yeah, we like to call them the creasters. That's when we get up over 100 and on those days. Which isn't surprising at all, but, you know. Oh, we were supposed to be, well, we can keep talking about this, but we're supposed to be talking about racing stuff. I don't mind. We could keep talking about church and Christianity. That's all fine and well with me. But yeah, so as far as the race yesterday goes, I watched some of it, and I was very disappointed that that our boy Anthony Alfredo got caught up in that huge wreck. Ryan Sieg, though, does get a top 15 finish. My pastor just bought a Ford Shelby Super Snake after saving up for it doing his realtor job. Yeah, so our pastor was part-time as well. He just decided that he's going to go full-time. Pastor has average 60. Used to be a creaster, but now I go regular. Well, that's good, Matt. Yeah, we go every Sunday, pretty much. I also got a new phone case today. I'm going to put KB8 on it if I can find a sticker. Oh, I'm sure you can find a sticker. Ooh, New Zealand. Just wide. Just wide. Yes. So, a solid day for the 99. The 87, Austin Green, a solid day as well for those guys. Ryan Sieg almost gets a top 10. Blaine Perkins. Jeremy Clements gets a top 15 for our boy LE. Brad Perez gets a top 20. Nice. Good on those guys. Anything else crazy? Alex LeBay, top 27. And then we had some issues. Yeah. So, issues for other people. Well, that's got to go. It's got to go left. We had an Argentinian, Baltazar Leguizaman. That's an interesting name. Oh no, there's no penalty for that. The perk for your church is you can walk to it and you can see it from your front yard. Well, that's cool. Ours is pretty far away. Well, pretty far. It's like 15 minutes-ish. Depends who's driving. It's not, like, that close. But it's also not that far away, either. My parents are starting to think that I need a new phone, but my current one works just fine for me. Yeah, I have an old phone, relatively speaking. It's an iPhone SE, I think. Looking at buying Logitech. Comes with the wheel and pedals and a shifter for $300 at Sam's Club. Ooh, Monza, that'd be fun. That would be fun. I don't play enough. I don't race enough. I don't have time for that anymore, unfortunately. So that's kind of out of the question for me personally, but that would be fun. It sounds like a good investment if it's something you're interested in and have the time to do. But yeah, let's see. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Yeah, Kyle Sieg had a engine problem. He only ran how many laps? 28 laps. It's unfortunate. I wish they would get his stuff figured out, Kyle's, because I think he's a solid driver. I just think he just doesn't have the equipment. Mine's an iPhone SE. Yeah, it works fine for me. It works fine for what I use it for. I don't really need anything. I got iRacing recently. I need something newer than my Logitech. Yeah, see, I thought about getting into iRacing, but I never did. Now that I think about it, I should have, like 15 years ago. When Lionel would sell their cars. They would have iRacing promos in them back in like 2011. And I wish I would have got into it then, but I just never did. And it's fine. Like, I'm not really complaining about it because I don't think I could have done anything with it. Then again, you never know where anything like that will take you, because we're making diecast cars for drivers and teams now. And I just started messing around with diecast cars for myself like 15 years ago. So who knows where it could take you? You never know. Like I said, this is a totally random but really cool journey that I've been on to get to where we are. Like, this one's for me, obviously, but I'm making other cars for drivers and teams. So it's, you never know where it can take you, whatever your hobby is. Time. Kid is cool under pressure. Yeah, I was, again, we haven't quite got there, but we talked about it a little bit earlier. I don't really care much for Corey Haim, but I did not want to see another Reddick victory. I don't think anybody did. And yeah, good for him. Corey Haim gets the dub. We'll talk about the cup race here in a second. We're just wrapping up O'Reilly, which, oh no. Well, that's annoying. We're wrapping up O'Reilly here, and we'll get to Cup in a second. Let me just fix my mistake. Not that bad of a mistake. All right. No problem there. All right, so that looks good. Here, I'll show you guys really quick. Oh, let's just look really quick. Justin Allgaier had himself a day. He got spun a couple times and then got taken out in the big one, I'm pretty sure. But he still has an insanely massive points lead, so nothing to really worry about. But let's look at this really quick. 2-year membership for like $80 with promo codes and discounts. Nice, Monza. Utilize that while you can. That's a good deal. I think that's a good deal. One time, like 50 years ago, cemetery was behind my house. Had some stolen person and stolen turn. That's a really strange decision, Matt. Like, who would do that? That's a really weird. People are weird. Speaking of weird people, Greg is in the house. What's up, Greg? Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to have you here, my friend. So we're going to kind of do these all at the same time with these decals, because I need to have them in the proper places. Tried iRacing NASCAR Hall of Fame and sucked at it, probably because of stick shift. I actually did really well at the Hall of Fame. It was fun, honestly. Like, I wish I would iRaced or would have iRaced, because it was honestly a lot of fun. But yeah, I never got into it. You missed Xfinity. Oh yeah, it was a mess, Tim. I saw the big wreck. Took out our boys. I do have NASCAR 25, but it's a good core for my wheel and pedals isn't long enough to steal a chair from a dining room. That's funny, Rowdy. It's definitely a good deal. It's normally $12 a month. Okay, yeah, that's a really good deal then. Greg, I will not do that. Not weird. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you would believe otherwise. You would lead everybody to believe otherwise. Uh-oh, what happened here? Man down. New Zealand on the attack. A good through ball. Good strike. Good save. Really good save by the keeper. What happened to this guy? I don't really know. Just want Sieg to win. Yeah, I do too. I don't know where it's gonna happen though. I still think he could win one this year. It's just, I don't know. He doesn't get the breaks all the time. It's whatever. It's coming though. One of these days, he'll get one of these days. All right, so we're gonna have to do this first. In my church, there's a ball from The brick building they used where they hung it for target practice. That's funny. Oh, Egypt scores? Boo. Wait a minute. That's not Egypt. That's the wrong score. Yeah, New Zealand scores. New Zealand! New Zealand with the goal for SVG. We got them talking to the referee. Let's see what happened. Corey Hyman, the 28. Yeah, Corey Hyman's going cup racing next year. He's not going to be in the 28. A header off of a corner. Very nice. Very nice. Bro gets up. Nobody defending him. Oh, that's one of the cleanest headers you'll see of the whole tournament. Excellent ball in. Keeper has no chance. Got to go do a league racing Roblox. Hope the rest of your live stream goes well. All right, Monza. Well, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you being here, and hopefully your Roblox game goes well and you can get some dubs. Thank you for hanging out. It's appreciated as always. Sieg is the Zilich of O'Reilly. Well, I don't think he quite has the talent that Connor Zilich has, but also he didn't really have the resources that Zilich has either. I mean, Zilich raced for the best team in the series. Not saying that Ryan Sieg racing isn't good, but it is Ryan Sieg racing. They don't have all the resources that the big teams have. But yeah, honestly, I think we'll probably wrap it up here. This might be, because it's 6. Well, 6. This clock's wrong. I never changed it on here. It's 9:17. Once we get these done, we'll call it. We'll wrap it up. And because I have to get ready. I have to get ready for our trip. How my church was made back in 74 doing a meetup. There was a baptism considered sacrament. So yep, that makes sense, Matt. That's kind of how it used to go. 100% makes sense. Talking as far as luck goes, things can only go up for Zilich. Yeah, he's been pretty unlucky. That wreck today, Austin Hill, was not really much to say about it, you know. So what else to discuss? Sorry, I'm looking at something else over here on the other screen. Reference pictures for this 39. All right. The cup information is not up yet since it's so close, but we can talk about the IndyCar race. Christian Lundgaard wins. David Malukas, another second place finish. Will Power gets on the podium after. Yeah, Hill does have talent, but he doesn't always make the best decisions or say the right things. Will Power gets the podium after wrecking Graham Ray Hall. I was so disappointed. I didn't stay to watch the post-race interviews, but Graham Ray Hall got wrecked like on the last lap, and I was very disappointed because he was looking for another podium at the end of this race. Kyle Kirkwood finished 10th? Okay. So he didn't finish too far behind Palou. I mean, kind of. But Christian Lundgaard wins with 4 pit stops because I think early on in the race, he broke his wing. And they had to come in and change the wing. So he had to go all the way to the back. But it was a pretty solid race. There were some random cautions in some weird places during pit cycles, and it kind of threw everything out of whack. So I really enjoyed the IndyCar race kind of from what I saw. Most of it, I was like half watching it again because of the World Cup. But from what I saw as far as the IndyCar race goes, it was a pretty solid race. Which is good because I continue to like the IndyCar series. Now, if we look at points, hold on, let's look at the point standings. Championship. Oh, so Kyle drops to third in points. No. David Malukas jumps over Kyle Kirkwood by a point, one singular point. They are both 60 and 61 behind Alex Palou. Yeah, it was nice to see Palou not win. Christian Lundgaard gets the second win of the year, but yeah, solid race, solid IndyCar race. I'm still hoping Kyle can continue to run well, but he's fallen off a little bit lately. I don't know what I think it's more of a team car thing because Andretti has not been that good of late. Now, of course, you see Will Power finishing third. He would not have finished third. Well, he might have, but there was contact with Graham Rahal at the end on the last lap. And then who's their other teammate? Oh, yeah, Marcus Ericsson. Duh. So Marcus Ericsson finishes in 13th, a couple spots behind Kyle Kirkwood. So, yeah, I like the IndyCar race. The next one's at Mid-Ohio. I don't think I'm going to go just because it's the day after we get back from our vacation, and I don't think I'm going to want to be going. It's like only an hour and a half away from the house, but it would be a long day. It would just be a lot. And I don't think I'm going to want to do all that on the heels of a very long multi-week trip. So yeah, we'll wrap this up, put those on, and then call it an evening. So you guys can go hang out the rest of the night, eat some snacks. I need to go run tonight and get ready for the trip. I know I've talked about it a lot, but it is what it is. I do have to get ready. I haven't even packed yet. We have like a day and a half before we leave, and I haven't packed yet. So, in traditional fashion, I will get it figured out. Don't you guys worry. Not that you would be worried, but yes, this Egypt-New Zealand match so far has been good. Pretty back and forth, chances for both teams. A goal scored for New Zealand. 1-0 going into the hydration break, which honestly I was pretty skeptical about the hydration breaks, but it hasn't been the worst thing. I don't love them, but it hasn't been the worst thing. I was definitely more concerned. My church had a preschool, but when COVID hit, it shut down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like a lot of churches were like that. The one that I used to go to when I was a really little kid, I don't even think that church is a church anymore. But yeah, that was where I went to preschool also. Yeah, COVID really ruined a lot of things, didn't it? I don't really like to bring up those old memories or nightmares. Nightmare. Your nightmare comes too low. Oops, wrong mouse. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. We're not done this instant, but we're going to be calling it here pretty shortly. Overall, pretty solid racing for the weekend, I would say, for the most part. I was disappointed that SVG and Zilich got cleaned out, and then Byron, something happened to William Byron. But yeah, overall, pretty solid weekend worth of racing in all four series, really. Cup, Trucks, O'Reilly, and IndyCar. So let's see. I did enjoy the stream, just like everything. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Matt, for hanging out, for taking some time out of your Sunday evening to hang out for a little bit and chat. For one of my friends, he's making the He-Man movie, and then we're gonna hang out at his house. I don't know too much about that. I know that was a thing from like the 80s. It was kind of superhero-y or something. Like I said, I don't really know much about it, but hopefully you enjoy it. Have a good time. I always like going to the movies. I like going to the theater, getting the theater experience, but there haven't really been a ton of great movies out lately that I've wanted to see. And now there are a couple out. It's just I haven't found time to go to the movies. So maybe we'll try and go on vacation next week if they have movie theaters out there, which I'm sure they do. Maybe my wife and I could go on a movie date one of the days. Oof. Me neither, but it's going to be fun. Yeah, these streams are basically my routine at that point. Well, I'm glad, Rowdy, that you made it part of your routine, and hopefully you enjoy it, of course. Because that's kind of like why I like to do these things. Obviously, we're hanging out, we're working on cars and stuff, and we're getting things done. But part of it, too, is to be able to have a place for you guys to come hang out and, you know, talk, chat, something pretty chill, too. Doesn't have to be super crazy, not like the most entertaining stuff you'll ever see. You know, we're not really doing crazy things here. We're just building cars, talking racing, talking soccer, you know, World Cup now, but sometimes we talk about Premier League. Next year we'll talk about the championship. So it's just I want to have a place there where you guys will enjoy having, you know, to spend a couple hours or whatever here and there just to hang out and chat. So hopefully you guys like it. I know we kind of talk about it every week, but yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I think you guys seem to enjoy it as well. So yeah, it's and you obviously get to see the behind the scenes a little bit, and that's always fun. I always like behind the scenes stuff. I think it's a pretty popular genre of videos, and really anything is behind the scenes. People love behind the scenes, how things are made. Did you guys ever watch the How It's Made show on Discovery Channel? I used to watch the heck out of that when I was a kid. We'd come home from school and How It's Made would be on our Mythbusters or something. Good times. Good times. So the next time we stream will be July 5th. I'm taking a 2-week hiatus to come back. Then we'll probably finish this car up then and move on to something else. But yeah, so we made some good progress today. Got some stuff done on the nose. Got this entire door put on. So we made some pretty solid progress. You know, next stream we'll continue on our journey. But yeah, so for right now, I'm gonna call it here. It is 9:30. Ooh, it's almost 9:30 on the dot. You share your behind the scenes stuff on videos on your Discord server. Nice. A lot of people like the behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, it's always a hot topic, a hot genre. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed the race weekend stuff. Next week is at Sonoma. I often do, of course, a custom. Oh yeah, diecast time lapse. Yeah, so I am going to be putting 2 videos out over the next 2 weeks. So this Friday or next Friday will either be the 88 Connor Zilic car that we did, or I'm going to do a World Cup Lego building time lapse. It'll be something different. It'll just be kind of a chill video. I'm not going to do any voiceover, just the time lapse itself in the video. So we'll do that over the next 2 Fridays, and then we will be back on July 5th to do a Sunday evening stream. So it's Sonoma next week, and then, to be honest, I don't even know the NASCAR schedule. So what kind of NASCAR streamer am I? Don't know. But thank you guys for being here. As always, have a great rest of your Sunday evening. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we will talk to you later. Chicagoland. Okay, maybe it's Chicagoland. So Roddy's saying that. Hopefully it's that. Thank you guys for all being here. Have a good next couple weeks, and we will... Maybe I'll post some pictures or something of the World Cup. I'll definitely make a video when we get back, but maybe I'll post some pictures. So enjoy your guys' time over the next few weeks, and we'll see you back on July 5th. Bye, everyone.